Hello everyone and welcome to the third dev vlog for the Cardinal Crusade. This week has been sort of a little bit busier than last week. Still been sort of slow, but there's been a few interesting things going on. We've been redoing the player and redesigning the player. Well, Anton has, which I began implementing yesterday or last night. One thing that we decided to try and have decided against is having multiple attack animations, so that if you spammed the attack button, then you would do multiple attacks rather than just the single attack. So for starters, here is the new player. This blue thing here is a moving platform that I'm working on, so you can ignore that basically for now. But yeah, this is the new player sprite. Not all the animations are in. For example, if I do a lunge attack, see it swaps back. But we've got the basics. And I can show you the 3 attack thing now. I'm about to remove it, but I figured I'd leave it in for now so that you guys can see it. As you can see, he does an up attack, a down attack, and then the sort of heavy one at the end. But yeah, we've decided against this. We're just going to go with the single attack. Would probably be something along the lines of the heavy attack with the airline and everything, but not quite so heavy because it needs to be spammed fairly quickly, and such a heavy attack would look weird if we did that with it. But yeah, that this platform here is what I'm currently working on as well. Is getting these guys working. It has acceleration and deceleration at the moment. You can see here things get a bit weird when you start hitting walls. If I stand in front of it, you can see it pushes you through everything. Not to mention I'm stuck in it as well, so it's definitely not finished yet. Plenty of work left to do on that. Anton has gone ahead and redone the swamp background. You can see it's a bit lighter now, and also the fog isn't so green. This is still being touched up. We're not sure if we're happy with how light it looks now, so we might go back to a bit more of a greenish look, but that's yet to be decided. And as you can see, if you stand here, you turn back into the old player as well. This is separate animations for when you're standing on a slope. So I also made this poison mushroom this week, which I'll just throw into a room now so that I can show you. One of our friends, Dr. New, his username is, made the shader for this. It's a nice little graphical effect, but basically you touch this thing, and it's all very much temporary art right now, but basically you touch it and it will emit a sort of plume of poison gas upon touching it. And if you get caught up in that gas, there's a slight delay which gives you a chance to escape before it gets you. But yeah, if you do get caught up in it, you basically get poisoned for 10 seconds. And everything looks a bit weird, and fighting and stuff becomes a little bit harder due to the graphical effects going on. I'll just let this go past. As you can see, the terribly drawn mushroom. If you ever want to see what my art looks like, that's it. But yeah, you can see if I touch this, there we go. It came out, it hit me, and now we're all wavy and everything, because we're poisoned. And that will stop. There we go. Alright, another thing, and it's subtle, so you're gonna have to keep an eye out for this one. When you jump and you land on the ground, there's a little bit of squish to the player now. Like he sort of compacts a little bit. It's not a lot. It's just a little bit, and it's more for when you jump off a higher distance. But yeah, so that's in as well. And also the feet particles, like the landing particles, are height and speed dependent as well. So if you see I jump onto this box and there's not many. But if I fall off of here, there's a few more, just because I fell from a higher distance. again, they're not super noticeable things. It's a bit of polish, and it just looks nicer. Feels a little bit nicer, even though they're not things that you notice a lot. They still add to the game and add to the end experience. So that's about it for this week, I think. Fair bit of time was spent making the players squish down like that, simply because I kept having a few issues getting that working. Got to get it eventually, obviously. And now we're into adding new things, such as the player and the moving platforms. So hopefully there'll be a bit more to show you next week in regards to new content. But that obviously depends on time, and Anton might not be able to get the graphics done quickly enough for that, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog.